everybody, and welcome to another episode of In Cahoots Podcast.
Hello, everybody.
My name is Nikki.
And I'm Melissa.
And today we are doing another blind reaction true crime video. Now, the name of this video is...
Husband kills military wife after she discovers his secret life.
As you guys know, at the end of every video, we are stumped. We don't know what to think.
Yeah. Because it's literally blind. We can't get our thoughts together fast enough. Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally the hardest thing. But what we do rely on is your communication and your interaction with us.
Yes.
So, with that being said, please make sure that you like, subscribe, share, turn on your post notification bell, but most importantly, comment. Comment down below. Let us know what you think of the video because we are watching this for the first time with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let us know what you're thinking and how you feel about it. There's no wrong opinion.
No. And we will always respond as well.
Absolutely. Before we start this video, we have to give a huge shout out to Law and Crime Network. They just put this video out today and we're able to react to it. So we want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to them and all of the hard work that they do.
Yes.
And I will be putting their link in the description below. So please make sure that you like and also subscribe to their channel as well.
Yeah. They're awesome, honestly.
Absolutely.
You already talked about how you wanted to be in the trial.
That would only be common sense since I'd spent 6.5 hours with her that day. I was the only one of the very few people that had spent the whole day with her leading up to it. So that would only
And that you wanted to give these victim impact statements.
Yes.
You're on a mission to convict this guy. That's
He
what
convicted himself. There's video. He's convicted himself.
you are ensuring, trying to his conviction.
No,
That's
what I
your
want is
goal.
I want these people, and I know you might not have a heart and understand, but everybody else in this room, I want them to understand the impact that he has had and his actions has had on so many people. That's what I want.
Right, but we're not even at that stage yet. You are on a mission.
You're bringing this up. He convicted himself. Let's show the footage.
Rineyville, Kentucky is a small unincorporated community in Hardin County, located about 20 minutes south of the Fort Knox military base. With just over 3,000 residents according to the 2020 census, it's known for its scenic beauty, rolling hills, open farmland, and a peaceful rural atmosphere. The town has a strong military presence thanks to its proximity to Fort Knox, which shapes much of the local culture and economy. It's a family-friendly place, tight-knit and welcoming. Which is exactly why what happened here on June 26, 2023, stunned the community. Inside one of its peaceful homes, an Army staff sergeant named Jordan Henning carried out an unthinkable act of violence against his wife, Ashley Henning, a fellow soldier, a mother of 3, and a woman deeply admired by those who knew her. The question that haunted Rineyville and took center stage in the courtroom wasn't just what happened that night, but how the picture of a seemingly stable military family in a quiet town shattered so completely. Let's dive in. Ashley Williams was born in June 1986. From an early age, she seemed destined for leadership. She married young, had 2 sons, and at the same time, built a distinguished career in the U.S. Army. Her service took her to Iraq and Afghanistan, combat zones that tested even the toughest soldiers, and she earned a respected post with the Army's Human Resources Command at Fort Knox. To those who knew her, Ashley was the kind of person who left a mark. Warm, smart, full of life. She wasn't just respected, she was loved. And around 2015, that charm caught the attention of Jordan Henning, then a service member in his mid-20s. Jordan was born in June 1990 and, like Ashley, was stationed at Fort Knox as an active duty staff sergeant. He served with the 1st Army Division East. He was also going through a divorce. The two bonded quickly, soldiers and parents both navigating complicated personal lives. Jordan had a daughter from his first marriage, and during his enlistment he learned that a past 2-week fling had resulted in another daughter. That revelation came with a child support case. Eventually, Jordan gained custody of that child. Ashley and Jordan grew close. They dated and connected, and in May 2016, they tied the knot. Ashley embraced Jordan's daughter as her own, as did Jordan with her sons. The couple eventually settled into a spacious 3,000 square foot home in Rineyville, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a spacious yard, and their 3 children. From the outside, it looked like the American dream, a proud military couple, a beautiful home in a quiet Kentucky town, a fresh start for a blended family. But in true crime, appearances can lie. Behind closed doors, Ashley and Jordan Henning's marriage was...
All right, so since this is a true blind reaction, what are we thinking?
Okay, so what I've gathered, they didn't have any kids together, right? She
Right.
has 2 boys, he has 1 girl.
Mm-hmm. Blended family.
Blended family. Beautiful house, 3,000
Gorgeous
square
house.
feet. Yeah, things typically do seem to look great from the outside,
Facts.
you know? I didn't realize that they were both in the military because the title said that the husband kills his military wife. But
Well,
they're...
yeah, that means she's in a... Oh, like
exactly.
He doesn't say that.
No,
He's in
also,
the
they're
military.
both
Yeah,
fellow
yeah.
soldiers. Yeah. Yeah, so they're both in the military. And yeah, so that's what we've gathered so far. Blended family. She has 2 boys from a previous relationship. He has 1 girl. And if I'm not mistaken, the girl that he has is the girl that was from the 2-week fling that he didn't even know he had.
Okay, but if you had to do a early, like, just hypothesis, what would you say?
Uh-huh.
What is the answer?
I
What
don't
did
have
he
one
do?
just yet. Oh, what did he do?
Yeah.
Apparently he
the house were Jordan, Ashley, and their 13-year-old daughter. Moments later, what happened next would be caught on the home surveillance cameras.
A headlock is crazy. Like crazy.
Oh my God. Did he just reload?
I think he reloaded.
She was messing with her phone when she ran up there, right? She had her
Yeah,
phone?
she's gonna...
Oh my God. Oh,
Damn.
how many? There was that four shots?
Oh my gosh, you hear what?
And I think he just reloaded.
We
Yeah.
watched him reload.
Oh boy.
Yo, that's crazy.
And then, oh my God, this was like right after her 37th birthday party. They just got done with the party, right? Because the argument was something
Yeah,
as simple
about
as
cleaning
cleaning
up.
up.
Do you notice that most of these crimes happen after a birthday?
That's true.
All right, so
Like
you
a part-
got Soto, the man that had all those pictures of him, doing bad things to the little girl, and the mom didn't even go to court.
Oh, she just had her birthday Sunday, and this happened.
Yeah, that's weird. Why they even?
No, but there's a few.
But there are quite a bit that it's like
yeah.
right after the birthday or a birthday party, some craziness goes down.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Whew.
After the shots rang out, the neighborhood fell silent. Outside, neighbors with the children heard the rapid bursts of gunfire, followed by nothing. Moments later, Jordan was observed fleeing the scene in a white sedan. Jimmy Watts, the same neighbor who had tried to intervene earlier, rushed back inside the house. What he found was devastating. Ashley Henning, shot multiple times, lay unresponsive on the floor. Her 13-year-old daughter, still inside, had witnessed the entire ordeal. A second 911 call was placed. This time, it wasn't about a disturbance. It was about a homicide. Deputies arrived to a grim scene. Ashley was pronounced dead at the home, and Jordan had vanished, but not for long. He was located by Hardin County deputies approximately 90 minutes later, just 1 mile away from the house.
Just kill me, don't send me. I'm not gonna do that. Please do that. Just kill me. Absolutely.
Jordan Henning repeatedly apologized to deputies.
Oh, you're not going to get the easy way out talking about just kill me. No.
You ever notice, like, when it is something that's terrible like this, that's
They
always what
they
they
ask-
beg for?
Yep. Just shoot me. Just kill me.
bruh,
No.
You don't have to feel this.
Right. That's not how it works.
You don't have to feel this one.
After the shooting. But for Ashley's family, it was too late. The next day, he pleaded not guilty to murder and was held on a $1 million bond. As the case moved toward trial, the central question became, what drove a man with no criminal record to such a violent act? Legal experts widely expected a first-degree murder conviction. The evidence was strong. Surveillance video showed Jordan retrieving a gun, reloading, and firing again. Acts, prosecutors would argue, showed a deliberate course of action, not some sudden emotional outburst. Unless the defense could dramatically change the narrative, he was likely facing life without parole.
Storm clouds gathered over the Henning household, and another storm tore through that house that took her life. As soon as her friends were gone, Jordan Henning came in, and you'll see and hear, because this storm too was caught on camera. Surveillance cameras around the house will show you how Jordan Henning raged into the kitchen and begins yelling. He screams at her, he yells at her, "You never listen to me, you don't love me." He's berating their son. It gets to the point, you'll see, she yells for the kids to go to their rooms and close their doors. You'll see and hear how one of the children ran next door to the neighbors. You'll see how the neighbors came to try and intervene and calm him down. And he threatens them. And unfortunately, you're going to see, after all of the turmoil, all of the threats, you're going to see Ashley Henning sitting in a chair. And Jordan Henning shooting her as she sits there pleading with him to put the gun down. You see how she tries to get up and run. He follows, stands over her and shoots her. Gets another magazine and comes back and stands over her and executes her. And you'll see how he spits on her body as he walks away. And you'll hear how he does a countdown. He tells her, "This is going to end in death tonight." You're going to hear him tell her it's all her fault.
This lawyer can't even contain himself.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Did you see how the husband was sitting there crying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But at first I'm like, okay, because he started crying at the point where he's like, yeah, you'll see that he like executed her. Boom, they put the camera on him, but then he keeps going and he's like, you know, he shoots her, he spits on her, and my thing is like, dang, like, happy feeling gone that fast type shit, because it's like, bruh, like, at first it's like, okay, well, maybe you really didn't need to do that. You wrong either way.
Right.
But wait a minute. Like, you spit on her and you... That... What? Like, it is so hard for me to really think that there's people out here like that.
That are capable. Mm-hmm.
That's very hard for me.
And I'm sure at this birthday party, they seem like a happy, loving couple. All right.
Now, I don't know what kind of explanation or excuse one can come up for that. But when you've heard all of the evidence and you've seen and heard the video, I'm going to ask you to find Jordan Henning guilty of murder.
The prosecution left no room for doubt. They framed this as anything but a moment of lost control. This was intentional, deliberate, calculated, a choice. As for why, according to the state's theory, Jordan was afraid. Not of Ashley, but of what might happen if she reported him. He knew allegations of domestic violence could end his military career, so instead of facing consequences, the prosecution said, he tried to erase the problem permanently. Now it was the defense's turn. The question on everyone's mind, how would they frame Jordan Henning's actions? What strategy would they use to shift the jury's perspective?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Good morning. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Henning was an outstanding soldier. He served his country honorably, both in the United States and overseas. He placed himself in danger. He served our country and served our country to protect us. Tragically, on this date, and this is a man, the evidence will show, no criminal record, no brushes with the law, never committed a crime in his life. On this day, he snapped. He lost it. He went over the edge. He killed his wife in his home. The home had a security system, which he helped install. And so the shooting is on video. The shooting is awful. But having said that the video is awful, ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Henning, as I said, broke. He's not the first person to break, and he broke. There's no other explanation. He went over the edge, and he went over the edge for a variety of reasons. One, he was embroiled in a marriage that was horrible. The proof will show that there was physical abuse in the marriage and had been for years. Grabbing of the testicles to the point where he was in pain. Mental abuse. You're worth nothing. You're nothing at all. You're useless. You're worth.
I could never be a defense attorney.
Yeah.
Bruh, like, okay, I'm sorry, but okay, you're saying that she grabbed your testes and said, "Oh, you're worth nothing," and you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's okay.
some men pay you mad money to do that, actually. Right. But my thing is that, like, bruh, that does not constitute.
What's crazy is I know
did.
that even these defense attorneys, half the time they don't even believe it, but it's their job.
That is my
You know what I'm
biggest
saying?
thing.
Yeah.
That's why I said I could never be a defense attorney. Like, do you even believe you're literally only in this profession for the money? It's not about. I mean, there are defense attorneys that need to be there because, like, really, sometimes some people really didn't do the crime. But I mean, when it comes to situations like this, where you are on camera,
it's blatant.
you are on camera.
You did it. It's there. And, like, really, who cares what the reason is? You broke whatever. You killed your wife.
Bruh, like, that is too much.
You're not a man. It was day after day, year after year. You're nothing. He had a condition where he had to take testosterone and repeated remarks. You're less than a man.
Jordan's defense team argued that his actions stemmed from what they called an extreme emotional disturbance. They claimed he had endured years of verbal, emotional, and physical abuse from his wife Ashley, who also happened to outrank him in the military. According to the defense, the shooting wasn't premeditated. It was the result of overwhelming stress and fear that had built up over time. Their goal was to convince the jury that this wasn't murder, it was manslaughter. The first witness called was Jordan's neighbor and former friend, James Jimmy Watts. He testified to the events of the evening, said he believed Jordan was one of the greatest guys in the world, and agreed that he never knew Jordan to be violent. The Hennings' 13-year-old daughter took the stand, off-camera, audio only. She told the jury what she heard, what she saw from her upstairs bedroom that night. But just before she testified, something unexpected happened. Prosecutors said the teen disclosed, for the first time, allegations that Jordan had physically abused her mother. The defense called it trial by ambush, arguing these last-minute claims would unfairly poison the case against their client. Judge Ashlock shut that part down. He ruled the jury wouldn't hear it. Next up was Jamie Savat, one of Ashley's close friends. She testified about the couple's troubled marriage, how Jordan frequently complained that Ashley refused to have sex with him. Still, Jamie said she never saw signs of physical abuse and didn't think Ashley was in danger, even after witnessing Jordan grab her by the neck before she and her husband left the house that evening. A shocking revelation. Jamie's blunt, no-nonsense way of speaking led to some tense and at times combative moments in the courtroom.
I was different than everyone. And he goes, a lot of people like to try to be like us. He goes, but they're not like us. So I think there was a boundary very set early on with me and Jordan from that night forward, from that conversation to where when he put his hands on my face and I pushed him off of me and I said, Jordan, don't do that. Because I even said, you know, there's just certain lines with me you do not cross. I said, my lines are, you do not F with my husband and you do not F with my kids. And he laughed and he goes, yeah. I said, that to me, you mess with my husband and you mess with my kids, I said, I will gladly rock a jumpsuit and smile in my mugshot if you cross those lines with me. I said, you can come in my house, you can steal my stuff, you can do anything, but don't cross those lines with me. Don't mess with my family. That is important to me. And Jordan laughed and he said, yeah, he goes, I feel similar. He goes, but the difference between me and you is he goes, being military, he goes, I can claim PTSD, and because I take testosterone injections, he goes, I can say I had a rage moment and claim insanity. And I was like, yeah, you actually do have a leg up on me if something ever crazy did happen.
All right. Now, police interviewed you. You had testified something that would really be very important to upset anybody, that Jordan had talked about saying, oh, if he killed somebody, he could claim EED and so forth and get away with it. Isn't that what you said essentially?
No, I don't know what EED is. I said said he could claim PTSD and say he had a rage moment. So I don't know what you're talking about with EED. So no, you're incorrect.
Let me ask you this. When you got to the party that day, okay, you saw Ashley, is that correct?
Obviously, yes.
And what was her condition?
She was drinking. She was tipsy. She was good.
Was she drunk?
Yes, she was tipsy.
All right. And then, did you drink?
I had 2 mom waters, which is 3.5% alcohol. The whole 6.5 hours I was there, so I wasn't drunk, if that's what you're alluding to.
No, I'm not. Did you take a shot with her?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
We took 1 shot of that big of something. I don't even know what it was.
So she's drunk, you drink with her, I'm not saying you were drunk, correct? Now, this thing where he supposedly grabbed her, in the entire time, and let's go back to this statement, did you ever mention this time where he slammed the car door?
To whom and to where?
To police, when you're interviewed in July of 23, by the way, he slammed the door and it would have hurt her. Do you mention that incident at all?
They didn't ask me if he had been aggressive with her, so no, I didn't say that. I was strictly telling what happened that day, how I knew Ashley, and how our families interacted. That's what I was telling that day. I was not asked specific questions as of, did you ever see domestic violence? I mean, just like I said here, I never seen Ashley nor Jordan sit there and slug it out.
You never saw any domestic violence between the two, correct? You never saw any.
What's your term of domestic violence?
I'll ask you this. Did you ever see any violent act by him? And you didn't, and that's why you didn't mention it.
I seen him slam the car door.
Did you say that in the...
out of anger.
Did you say that in the statement, ma'am?
Why did I need to?
Is the answer no?
No.
And the answer about him ever being violent, I know you've got the thing where you put the hand on the neck. Do you ever say anything beyond that? Did you ever say the man was violent?
I think I did tell him about him putting his hands on me and getting in my space, and I think I did mention that.
You didn't say he was violent, ma'am. You said, in fact, you were friends.
So, yeah, we were friends.
Yeah.
And there's a line that you cross, and that's what I said earlier. There's a line, even with friends, that people can get too aggressive and too abrasive, and he crossed that line.
But you said you were like him. You want 2 peas in a pod, right?
Sure enough.
All right. Now, did you ever say he was violent towards her? You got the door slam, which you didn't mention, and you got the party. Did you mention any other incident in that 45 minutes to an hour?
No, because I've never seen Jordan hit her. If that's what you're getting at, no, I've never seen Jordan hit her, and I've never seen her hit Jordan.
I never hit, push, I mean anything that you saw.
Other than verbal abuse, no. No physical abuse, but there was verbal abuse.
Well, and then, ma'am, you're talking verbal abuse. I asked you physical abuse. There was none. Is that your answer?
I
there
already
was
said
none.
that. Other than the push of the car door and him grabbing her neck that day, I already stated that. Can we look back at the transcripts and quit asking the same questions?
Well, I'll ask what I think I need to ask.
Mama ain't playing.
You already talked about how you wanted to be in the trial.
That would only be common sense since I'd spent 6.5 hours with her that day. I was the only one of the very few people that had spent the whole day with her leading up to it. So that would only
And that you wanted to give these victim impact statements.
Yes.
You're on a mission to convict this guy. That's what
He convicted himself. There's video. He's convicted himself.
you are ensuring, trying to his conviction.
No,
That's
what I want is I want these people, and I know you might not have a heart and understand, but everybody else in this room, I want them to understand the impact that he has had and his actions has had on so many people. That's what I want.
Right, we're not even at that stage yet. You are on a mission.
You're bringing this up. He convicted himself. Let's show the footage.
So I know. Okay.
The defense then called 4 witnesses, all military service members from Fort Knox, who testified to Jordan's reputation. They described him as honest, respectful, and not prone to violence. After the prosecution had rested its case, the defense made a bold move. They called Jordan Henning to the stand. Their goal? To humanize him, to let the jury hear directly from the man at the center of it all. The defense wanted to show Jordan as someone overwhelmed, not calculated, a husband who snapped under pressure, not a cold-blooded.
I don't know if it's just me, but he looks like Adam 22. But yeah, that's bold.
That is very bold.
That is bold. Okay. Well,
let's see what the man has to say.
Yes. I'm on the edge of my teeth.
They want to humanize him.
Yeah.
A human can still commit murder, but okay.
Right.
Killer. Jordan testified that the hours leading up to the shooting were chaotic and emotionally intense. He described ongoing tension between him and Ashley, especially when it came to parenting and sharing household duties. He told the court about a specific moment on the day of the incident where he claimed Ashley physically attacked him.
They were taking glasses down to the basement from the bars. We had a lot of stuff, a lot of that stuff. And then I remember hearing her screaming my name. I was just thinking, what did I do? What did I do now? And she was saying about this slip inside that we had talked about and the kids earlier that day, that, hey, if you're going to bring it out, we all agree, me, her, and him, that, hey, if he's going to bring this out, he needs to put it away. She wanted to do it for him, and I wasn't okay with that. Like, no, we agreed on this. Like, it's his, his parents were supposed to be united, and, I was upset at her for, just overriding this. She overruled me on everything, it felt like, and so I started yelling at her. He's up in the shower. He's on a whole other floor. They're playing his computer, playing his Xbox, and he was in the water. And so I'm yelling loud, and yes, I was upset, and I was yelling. And we go outside. I'm trying to show him, like, hey, this is where I was pointing to the drain spout on this slip and slide because it would collect water in the end of it, and she's out there with us. And that's, I kept telling him, he was like, where is it? Because it's getting dark. And I was like, it's right here. I was like, I was frustrated. And that's when she grabbed me around my balls and started smacking me. And I started telling her, let go, stop, please, like, let go, and I'm yelling at her. And she's pulling me from where the slip and slide was set up over to kind of the porch area. And as she's pulling me, I went to reach out for the banister, and I didn't grab the banister. And somehow he ended up in between us, and I heard him scream. I had finally gotten a hold of her wrist, and I pried her off of me. And I restrained her wrist up by her head, and I said, stop. And she had told him to go get Jimmy. We were arguing, and Jimmy comes in and starts screaming at me, get off of her. And when I finally let go of her wrist and stood up, he shoved me down on my steps. And I just remember thinking, like, dude, you don't even know what's going on. Like, you don't understand even how we got to this point. Like, what are you attacking me for? I wasn't sitting on top of her hitting her. I wasn't hurting her. I was just holding her wrist down. And when he shoved me down, she told him to run. And I don't know. I just took off after him. Like I was upset. I was mad. And I had his headlock, and I just held him there until he would stop. Just stop. And finally he was tapping my leg. I let him go, and he was like, I'm grabbing my gun. And I don't know, I was scared. I took off as fast as I could upstairs to my room where I had my pistol. And I remember grabbing my pistol and my spare magazine and just thinking, like, this is how I'm gonna die. Like, my friend is going to kill me. And I ran back downstairs, and you know, I didn't know where he went. I didn't know if he had left the property. I didn't know. And so I'm outside, and I was just mad. I was scared. I don't know. And I just remember seeing him and Chris Becker and Chris's truck pull up, and Chris Becker and him coming over, and I saw that he had something in his hand, and it looked like a gun, and then I don't know. A lot of it's a blur. I was mad, and I was just upset, and my wife had just attacked me yet again, and I didn't know what else she would do, and my friend was going to kill me over it. I didn't know what was going on, and it was just chaos. And I just broke. I don't know. Next thing I remember, I'm standing over top of her shooting. And I didn't know how I got to that point, or what was going on. I didn't know it. I didn't understand how we got there, and so I was just scared, and I don't know. I remember at one point being in my car, and then the cop was arresting me, and I don't know. It comes in snippets, and it's just hard. It's hard to describe because you don't. I just don't remember it all. It was so much chaos. I don't know.
Okay, so he's scared that his friend Jimmy left to go get a gun and kill him. So he kills his wife, chases his wife, kills her, reloads, kills her some more.
Bruh. Mandela effect. Because here's the thing. Obviously, he does not remember this the way we all do.
Right.
Bruh. She ran from him upstairs to tell her son to go and get help. She ran from him.
I don't know if that's why she ran up there.
Whatever the case may be,
yeah, she ran up there. It looked like she was
He
fidgeting
ran-
with her phone.
Yes, and he ran after her.
And then popped out on the other side downstairs.
Which is why I didn't know if it was cut or not, because where did the sun come down at what point?
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, she ran from this.
Well, no, the
man.
only one that supposedly was in the house was the 13-year-old daughter.
When the son was the one that went to get the people, the neighbor. So the only ones that was left in the house, yes, was the 13-year-old daughter. So whatever the case may be, she ran from him, and he ran after her. Shot. You hear her screaming, boom, 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 Then boom, he comes down, and we get cuts, or he has a staircase on the other side, whatever the case may be. Right. And then he is fidgeting with the clip, trying to hurry up and reload.
Yeah.
And
it
it
goes back
up
over there or wherever around that corner.
Like, what do you mean? Next thing you know, you were standing over her and shooting. Like, excuse me?
And then you spit on her.
Yeah, exactly. You spit on this woman and walked away. Bruh, like, his attorney has to be sick. Like sick to the stomach is what I mean. Like, he has to be like, dang, this is my job. This is what I do.
Right.
Like, All right, I don't know, babe.
All right, here we go.
The possible purpose that you had to wrap around and a gun after you shot her 4 times and she's on the floor. What possible purpose did you have for that?
My purpose for it is to get around back into the chamber, sir.
You wanted her dead. You wanted to make sure she was dead. You heard the moaning. She was dying. That wasn't enough for you. Isn't that right? You wanted her dead that night. What other reason would you fire a gun into this
I really hope the military picks this up and he gets additional charges. Because 20 years, 17 of that before eligible parole, that's not enough.
Mind blown. Mind absolutely blown. And honestly, this was so well put together by Law and Crime Network. I'm not even going to lie, because I almost forgot that it says
The title.
that he unalived his wife after she discovered his secret. I think I almost like kind of forgot about the secret part. I was so into it. I was so into it like a movie. Wow. Kudos to Law and Crime Network, but my goodness, what a secret.
Yeah.
And you kept saying throughout this entire video, you're like, look, she was on her phone. She was on her phone.
Trying to do something with her phone when he chased her up
And that's
there.
when I think that's when she probably threatened him. It was like, look, I'm going to put out your secret. I found it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he shot her mercifully. Like that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Oh, coward. Like what? Wow.
Yeah, what a twist at the end, man.
Oh my goodness. See, this is another one that we 100% need you to comment and talk to us.
Tell us what you think. Yeah, definitely.
Talk back. I want to say rest in peace to this mother. She's a mother of 3 or 4?
3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace to this mother. That is ridiculous. You know, he deserves way more time than what he's getting. But what can we do?
Yeah, like I said, I hope the military picks it up and he gets additional charges. Because,
Big
but
facts.
we shall see.
Big facts. All right, you guys. Well, we're going to wrap this video up. So you already know what to do. Make sure you like, subscribe, get your post notification bell on.
All of that.
All of that. Share this with one of your friends so that you can get their input too. And then let us know what you both think about it in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
As always, my name is Nikki.
I'm Melissa.
And this has been another episode of In Cahoots Podcast. We will see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.